And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and all of those good fun things. So first, let's go ahead and get into and hopefully making money doing all these things. It's certainly not a guarantee, though, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And that means that where there is reward, there is risk. And let's get into the risk disclosures now that I need to talk about because, one, I live in the United States, and we've got laws that say, hey, you got to tell your people that if you're going to talk about trades, you need to talk about risk. So here we go. This is the channel for educational and entertainment. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I'm also an aspiring prop firm trader. I'm an aspiring funded prop firm trader right now with Audacity Capital, maybe a couple more in the future. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration, although I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go ahead and see what's going on today. Look at that. Trading Forex for Profit. That is my new site. It's coming online, as you can see. We are currently building this platform out, so it's coming soon, I promise, and it's a lot further along than I thought it would be. But it's we're building in the back end right now, and then we'll get to the front end right before I get ready to launch. So that's going to be a fun little project I've been working on for years. I've held this domain for literally a decade and a half, almost a decade and a half, or about 12 years. I think I bought it in 2014, maybe, and just wondered what to do with it. And then I got some time off and decided, hey, let's go ahead and build this out. So I've got some stuff coming up there that it's going to help people become better traders, hopefully. Right now, it does not have a whole lot of stuff there. On the public side, the back end side is looking like a pretty robust trader helper type platform. So here we go. We have the DXY. Let's start there. It's a good place to start. It is not going gangbusters today. As a matter of fact, it's hitting resistance, and that's something that I've been looking forward to. Mentioned we'll run into some dollar resistance this week, or so it seemed, and then it took off in the other direction. So those things happen. I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot make things happen by myself, especially not in the Forex world. As Baby Pips puts it, I am a fishbowl on a yacht in the giant sea of Forex. I'm a little goldfish in a fishbowl on somebody's yacht in the giant sea of Forex. That's how small I am in the world of Forex. It's a multi-trillion-dollar market. And I just want a little piece of it. So that's a good way to think about that. In no way is anyone in here or in this platform right here going to move the market. Because it's usually central banks that move the markets. Let's see. So with that enough said, we're starting to get the dollar weakness I'm looking for, DXY weakness, because I'll show you in a minute. I'm exposed in the pound versus the euro, pound versus the dollar right now. Here's the euro versus the pound though, and it looks like it's hitting the bottom right there too, right where we had expected to, right here, and more bottoms right over here. So we might see a turnaround in that today. It's going to follow through yet, but it's could see the euro taking center stage compared to the pound. That would be very interesting because that would open up this trade, as this one also is nearing a bottom. Hasn't quite turned around yet. More investigation into that candlestick right there. Let's see real quick. We can get in there. Look at that. We're starting to get a little bit of a turnaround there, right at. As expected, right here, hit there. It's a weirdly shaped possible head and shoulders, but inverted head and shoulders, which means this is about to take off. So I want to come in about confirmation. Guess I'll wait for it to take 116 again to be the safest trade. That's 40 pips out, but to take 116 again, I think is where we're going to be on that one. Just like right now, the pound yen, pardon me, the pound dollar You want to take it around, you're waiting for it to take 134 again. Right now it's at 134.8. We're still a little ways out on this one yet. It's a little premature, but I could set a buy stop in for 116.10, something like that. Wait for it to take off again, if indeed it does take off. More confirmation of dollar weakness. Here we go. We've got the pound versus, the dollar versus the yen. It's starting to come down off of the, what is it, top? Oh, hit 159 actually. How about that yesterday? So 159 is what we were looking at. It's come down a good chunk, down to 158.70. 50 pips coming off of it, and right at support right now. We'll see if it breaks that support. Again, if you were going to come into this, if you were going to trade this, you'd want to come in probably around 158.40. Get a good confirmation on that, and then hopefully get 40, 50 pips out of it before it's time to take profits and then reconsider the trade. Pound versus the yen. Again, I think it's hunting 134 pretty fiercely. I hope it gets it because it's I'm way up here. I put this blue dotted line in to show you where I bought into the market. I bought it on this candle. I didn't buy it on that one. I bought it on this one, thinking it was going to continue, or did I? Yeah, I'm on the 4-hour chart. So thinking this was going to follow through into at least 155.10. Did not make it. So now I would love for it to hit 155.10. But sometimes, I hate to say it, but sometimes you got to risk more than you gain. That's completely adverse to everything you're going to hear out there. But it's and I've yet to find a way to do it yet because my accounts are very small. But sometimes you do have to risk more than your potential reward. It's just sometimes you got to let the trade run, let it develop, and to make sure that you don't take a loss. Sometimes you don't want to take a loss, but that's all. It's very subjective and very depends on who you talk to. So we're not going to talk about that much. Yeah, you got the guys out there that are saying, hey, you got to have if you're going to go risk 1%, you got to make sure you're going to get paid at least 2%. Well, this is a bouncy market, and if you can't sustain the ups and downs, then you're going to get washed out every time. And there's a lot of trading advice out there that's, let's face it, bad. I was watching a show last night on TV about some of the grifters out there, the muscle-head guys that follow my trading advice, and you're sure to win $500, which, by the way, is an illegal statement in the United States. But they're offshore, so they're not actually breaking the law, but if you follow them in the United States, they're just grifters. But at any rate, lots of them out there. Don't follow them. But here we go. Pound versus the yen. Looking like a more yen strength. I forgot to go over this. Yen's actually on top right now. How about that? So we've got the yen on top. Canadian is right underneath it. It's very interesting, probably because of the oil trade. Let's see how that's turning out in just a second. Dollar is USD is right there, followed by the euro, and then the pound's right here. Love to see the dollar come down a little bit more, but that's okay. Pivot point calculator. We've got it set on the pound right now because I was looking at the pound support levels, and 133.84 is pretty well defined. Right underneath it, 133.79. Remember, resistance and support are often ranges. They're not a specific number, but they're often ranges, and that would make a very strong support range right there. It's 133.79 and 133.96 as it hunts. Those are the different methods of calculating pivot points. You can see those right underneath it. But that's how you calculate strength and resistance. Pivot points up here, 20, 18, and then the off to the races points will be again around 50, 43, 45. Then once it breaks 45, if it can break 50 again, then I would love to see that. Then we're looking at 134.82 according to the pivot points. These are not as subjective, but they're also sometimes too rigid. One of the things I was going to show was risk reward. There it is. Risk reward O-meter is right in the middle at neutral, so it's not really getting into a whole bunch of risk reward, leaning more towards the risk offish side, which means more dollar investment, which means higher oil, higher gold maybe. Oh well, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into the euro versus the pound, euro versus the yen right here. that's even starting to come off. So the yen crosses are starting to unwind a little bit. Again, don't get into any talk about the carry trade. Carry trade's very secure right now. Again, the dollar, this is the most prominent feature of the carry trade, the most prominent player in the carry trade. Oh, look at that range. Let's have some fun for a second. There you go. See if I can find an equidistant channel on this one. Fib channel. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Oh, look at that tool. Isn't that a heady tool? Make pitchfork better. Pitchfork? Pitch fan? Nope. Where'd the pitchfork go? Is that it? No, that's more Elliott wave stuff. Elliott wave is also pretty fascinating. Where'd my pitchfork go? There it is. Let's go boom, boom, boom. Sometimes you gotta play around with these things to get them to show what you want them to show. No. Back to here. I don't want it on the close. Well, on that close. This one down here. Well, that doesn't work. Let's see. No, that's weak. Oh well, we're not going to do that. There's a neat little channel that's forming right there. I have to draw the lines on it, draw trend lines on it. Which we'll go back to the trend line. Boom. Boom. 2 touches on that one, 3 touches on that one. How about that one? So we'll see about what's going on with that, and then come down here and do it again on the 4 underneath it. I just want to do a ray. Oh well, we'll play around with that in just a second. Let's do a ray instead. This is the part where videos get boring, so 3 touches, and boom, and then another ray on the bottom there, another trend line, put it right there. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's a pretty little channel right there. Again, it's starting to fall off a little bit. Did not quite touch the trend line. That'll also, if I wanted to do a pitchfork, I'd have to probably back out a little bit, probably go to weekly pitchfork. But that's a neat little channel showing what could happen in FX sometimes if you spot the pattern and then go after it. Pound versus the dollar, not so much. Oh, we already talked about that one. Let's see. Let's go down here. US dollar versus Canadian. You know, I'm not touching this one. This one is just. It's a mess. It's not going anywhere. It's 4 days of it's a whole 7 days of boring right there. And again, if you're looking to trade Forex for excitement, this is not the thing to do. You want to get a dog or get a guitar or take up a hobby or something. This is can get very analytical and not very fun at all. Pound versus the Canadian versus the yen. Okay, pound versus the yen, starting to come off. Looks like the oil trade may be coming off a little bit. Or this is just the Japanese speculation of raising interest rates again. May be coming into the picture. Whatever the point is, I don't know, and I don't care because I want to see what the pattern is, trade the pattern. And that is also a very nice upward channel that's formed, but it's starting to break down a little bit. Well, oil's not falling off. 91 a barrel right now. Hit 93 a barrel, and again, way up here is where you got the 2022 weekly high close at 124, and then the 2008 weekly high close at, what is that, 145? Yeah, 145 a barrel. So we have seen oil higher than this before. It's not the first time we've seen it at 91. Let's see, Aussie versus the dollar, right there. Look at that, 71.36. Again, dollar weakness has not really showed up in the Aussie yet, but we'll see if that that continues to pan out. Gold. Gold is not, has to stop glittering at $5,100 now. It's $5,180 an ounce. However, it is not the gangbuster thing that we had earlier. Platinum. Let's see what the rest of the metals are doing. Perk it up a little bit. Palladium. Showed a little strength right there. I don't trade either one of those two, but I like to see conversions in all the metals. Silver. Silver's perking up a little bit. How about that? $86 an ounce. I love me some silver. In fact, here's some right here. Let's see, what else have we got here? And then the software stocks. Looks like HubSpot got pummeled yesterday. For good reason. Software stocks, I still don't like the, looks like Intuit did too. Because of their exposure to small business and how small business is pretty much is getting crushed in the United States, I don't like the software trade. They've pretty much forgot who their base was and decided to chase AI and completely disenfranchise the entire small business community. And small businesses, it's getting behind in tech because of it, especially with AI. Now, I'm also using AI as a tool. Don't get me wrong. I do use it, but not as much as they do. But that's all I've got today. Let's go back finish up on the DXY right there, and I'll be in this chart all day long, as well as on my other screen on my other computer. But that's what we've got today. If you like this video, then by all means hit the like button and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos, then by all means subscribe, and you'll be notified of when YouTube sends out more. And lastly, what else? If you want to, if you want to talk to me, put some comments in the comment section, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. So you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.